games. Back in the day when I first met him, you know, go play at a PC Caf, or even when I was just, you know, watching him, he would have his chat in the exact center of his screen. And that was just how he normally played the game.
That's how he played, wow. Yeah. That's interesting.
He didn't even notice that it was... I brought it up and he's like, I didn't even notice it was in the center of my screen.
Wow, okay.
Damn.
Oh man, that guy used to be my teammate. So Cleanse for Betty makes a lot of sense against the Leona. Yeah. Nothing too strange in terms of runes and rune pages.
Minions have spawned.
There was a Spellbook Nautilus last game. That was new.
Yeah, true.
Managed to barrier in a dive at some point.
Sword Art is just the most unique.
He's a chef. He is a chef. 3 Michelin stars. Junjia really likes to do this on the Karthus.
Let's see if we can get multiple.
Actually, with exactly this combo, we've seen these invades. Skarner, Karthus. And Junjia and Aja are so good together when they can put Aja on a priority top laner early game. Junjia just makes incredible use of priority.
Yeah. Probably punishes priority the most.
Yeah, especially in the top lane. It felt like for a while last split, if Aja got Udyr, Junjia could just pick anything he felt like and just solo carry a game.
I do feel like in terms of invading, priority in the top lane is more important than priority in the bot lane, because half the time if you have priority in the bot lane, it means if you've invaded them, the other bot lane, or at least the other support, gets there first.
Yeah.
By like 5-10 seconds.
Yeah, because the supports don't mind leaving their wave as much.
Yeah.
So it barely feels like it matters to have the priority. Maple getting beat up by Jimmy in the mid lane for now.
Jimmy playing like a bit of a beast.
Still has his health potion. So, oh wow, Gemini had no idea. He should be okay. They did see him on vision. Will Junjia cross the map and try to defend? He has priority in bot lane, but not in mid.
And he's got 2 buffs, so...
Yeah, well, he may as well once he's killed 2 quadrants
he's not
already.
doing Gromp, so he's going to get there.
Yeah, Brand
He shouldn't have to smite this either. Hold up bot lane, Woody, very low. First blood, it's going to be picked up by Wako. Betty does use that cleanse, should be able to pick up Kaiwing, but is he going to go down as well? Gets the Q off.
He's dead.
He's trying to flash away. Teleport coming in for Woody, though. Actually, he's going to be able to survive.
Oh, I thought he was dead for sure there, Wako.
Oh, yeah, okay, Junjia, massive.
Stops it. Oh, wow. So he just ends up with a massive lead against this Brand now.
Yeah, 2 camps. It was the red buff. The Raptors were taken by Gemini.
Yeah, so he's 2 camps up. Yeah, we'll see what happened to Woody here. This was a very good trade by Frank. Don't expect this bot lane to be so volatile, to be honest. Woody flashes. And Kaiwing commits his flash to finish him. He also gets flash and cleanse out of Betty before he goes down here. Pretty impressively played by Kaiwing.
Yeah, not much more he can do. All picture in picture. There's a heavy trade going on top. Kaiwing's up here. Jiang, Aja trying his best. 1 HP on this Gasante, but Kaiwing with his usual shenanigans just randomly appears in that top side.
Yeah, Jimmy has to be careful here. Maybe he doesn't know Junjia is here. No, he'll be okay. Yeah, what a roam by Kaiwing. Just, yeah, dies in the bot lane and instantly sees Ornn TP bot as well, so he knows no one is coming to contest him wherever he goes on the map.
Yeah,
so that would be nice for Jiang now. Trades flashes with Aja.
Yeah, Aja almost turning it around, but not being able to is going to be a massive advantage now for Jiang. Especially, you know, Chain Vest versus a Tear of the Goddess. Jinja, though.
This year.
Yeah, this... I mean...
Oh, Jinja's in trouble here, no?
Well, the good thing about Skarner is he can just run through the wall, so he's not entirely alone. Gets a few of those, and... The small Krugs do offer the most gold, so...
Yeah, it's just up a level. I don't think Jiang's ever diveable here, so... Does end up just invading with the priority he has top lane, as we have praised him for doing in the past. And looks like all the priority for PSG's bot lane, surprisingly, for now. Maple will be trading TPs with Jimmy in here and has done a very good job of just maintaining his CS, despite a lot of pressure coming his way. And Frank's bot lane may be looking to take back some prio here. They should eventually have permanent prio. And at that point, once Ziggs has a few points in queue, maybe Lost Chapter finished, Kaiwing pretty much has to never be bot lane again. Or never has to be bot lane again, rather. Maple... Oh, Jimmy
nice knockout, but still
still wins that trade, yeah. I thought he wasted Valkyrie and might be in trouble. Gemini level 4 starting up this dragon. As long as Junjia doesn't hit 6, it should be fine.
Yeah, but Junjia ping on the way to those Void Grubs. I'd love to see his XP bar right now.
Yeah, and Gemini has to find a way to get these levels now. His 6 is probably stronger at level 6 than Karthus. Just because Brand ulti can win you a fight very easily. Karthus ult at this point in the game, just finishing off kills.
Yeah, supports now will probably just live in this mid lane and top lane. Junjia, he's going to get cancelled from getting all of these. Does pick up one and actually hits level 6 off of it.
Yeah, can they fight now on Frank? This is a level 6 Karthus.
Yeah, they might. They might actually choose to fight here, PSG. He gets 2 Void Grubs, and Frank, seeing level 6 Karthus, are going to back away.
Yeah. Wako very low on mana in the bot lane, but does hit level 6 now and has his TP up. Looks like he's just going to TP, get his Lost Chapter, and be permanently. Playstyle is a bit different, and these champs are probably doing a lot better. I can't think of one right now that comes to mind.
Varus, Lethality Varus Spring last year was an absolute criminal at that. Just losing every single game.
And Maple. Oh,
Xenoblade Blade just missing.
Yeah, rare micro mistake by Kaiwing. I'm not sure if they even kill.
It might not have even been in range, to be honest.
Yeah. Jiang is getting the center treatment for now. Is just somehow 1v2 in the top lane. Meanwhile, though, Wako is probably loving this.
Yeah, I mean, Ziggs destroys towers, right? Obviously, he's a satchel, but the passive as well. You just chunk towers. AP damage always does more than AD damage.
Yeah, has to be careful against the Ornn, not getting too aggressive, just because there is a kill threshold for Woody against the Ziggs because of his Karthus.
Absolutely correct. Jiang is just having the time of his life paying center taps.
Yeah. So far, with the freedom, Betty has been a bit more effective than Kaiwing.
Junjia not going to risk... Look like a 50-50 on what would have hit first out of the lay waste or the brand Q, so just smites it.
Kaiwing has come up top to hang out. See what's going on up here. And not much is going on up here. He will learn. He needs to get level 6. Level 6 is very scary on this Leona. Yeah, Woody does have Ignite, so he is playing for some kill threshold on the Ziggs 1v1.
Betty definitely not doing so well on stacks. 23 is not so great.
Yeah, hasn't really... I guess he didn't get to hit Jiang all that much for stacks. Hasn't been up here that long.
I want to see...
Yeah, Woody just getting outwave cleared, suffering under his turrets. CSing very well, considering.
Yeah, similarly to Maple. Obviously, Lana is getting a little bit easier now that the lifesteal purchased. Some levels coming through.
Yeah, looks much more even now. Still probably favors the Corki for now.
Yeah, but the Karthus changes it.
Yeah. Yeah, it just changes all your all-in thresholds. Normally, as a Ziggs, you are never worried about an Ornn killing you. You can just, with impunity, right-click his tower, but with a Karthus and an Ignite on this Ornn, you know, you're kind of essentially just down 400 HP.
Yeah. Kaiwing. Okay.
Yeah, Woody with CC immunity. Maybe too difficult
he actually
to kill.
used it already. He used it on the wave.
Kaiwing just unsure where enemy is playing at the moment. Though it is a safe bet against Junjia that he is power farming on this Karthus. Maple, a little bit scary for him without E. He's okay. Does have his ulti. So even if Kaiwing does connect with something, can just get out. Kaiwing was first to 6, but Frank not really pressing the issue. Probably happy with their scaling this game. PSG scaling very good, though.
Yeah, I mean, Doesn't feel like scaling usually matters that much, but I think when Karthus is in your game, it changes that sentiment quite a bit.
Whoa.
And then we just kind of sent that center ult. Honestly, not the most impactful ult in the world.
Yeah, it is a very long cooldown, though. Just expecting Maple to hit his Q, I guess. That's a lot of trust in his teammate.
It's hard to find a person to trust more, though, than Maple.
Yeah. Frank, in the meantime, did not waste time playing around mid and will be picking up these Void Grubs to even out the score at 3 apiece. And Gemini is falling behind in farm now, so has to make something happen, get himself into some skirmishes. Karthus is not out of control yet by any means. He does need about 3 items before he can just push R and win a team fight. PSG eyeing up this dragon, won't be contested by Frank.
Yeah, it should just be theirs. Oh yeah, Frank positioning down. Oh, massive solar flare. Woody though with that Horn, going to force out the flash there from Gemini as Smite comes through. Betty is likely going to have to flash this wall. There's no real other way for him to go. Although Maple comes in, he's staying. He's going to flash way too late and just goes down. Jimmy going to be the benefactor of that. Way too greedy there with his summoner.
Yeah, I don't know what he was hoping for. Yeah, just greedy, right? He can maybe get Leona to push E before he flashes, but he's not going to get any big cooldowns.
Looking for a dive onto the Ornn. Probably not the best way to play it, considering there is Requiem available for Junjia.
Yeah, very risky. Brand does do a lot of damage to this Ornn, but...
yeah, not enough to justify that.
Yeah, and this is a very strong dragon. The dragon itself is just slowing PSG. Nice Leona ulti there, answered by the Ornn ulti, and then Frank are able to very fortunately pick up some kills. Nice flank from Wako.
All right, you can just flash now if you want, Betty.
Or now. No.
Now if you need to. Oh.
Flashes and dies. Uncharacteristically noob mistake from Betty.
Yeah.
Don't see that guy looking like a fool often.
Yeah, you don't see him not flashing in time to dodge a Zenith Blade very often either.
Yeah, strange. Maybe some comms issues for PSG at the moment. The ulti for Betty mid was quite bizarre as well. Kaiwing having a great game. 100% KP. These Senna versus Ziggs, the matchup has just freed up Kaiwing to run around the map and be a menace, something he already loves to do on Leona.
Yeah, he's feeling real good.
Yeah,
Kaiwing generally is the weakest stage. The time people punish Kaiwing is lane, and when you just make it so he doesn't have to lane,
yeah, you have some problems.
He might just be the best support in the league.
And yeah, Jimian looking pretty strong too.
Yeah,
still waiting for his Miramana.
Up almost 1.5k gold Frank. So starting off this game exactly where you'd want. 1 dragon apiece, 3 void grubs. So it is just the gold that's making any difference. And
yeah, and really it's only the Karthus going for PSG. He's kind of putting Frank on a clock.
This is a very scary clock.
Yeah, it's not as scary. I think Ziggs can build a Banshees, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can. You'd worry about it getting popped by like Ornn's first activation or something like that.
Yeah.
Quite easy to hit.
Yeah, does mean they're, now committing 2 ults to chunk out the Ziggs rather than just the one.
That was scary. I think Betty might just get 1 shot if that lands.
Yeah, he'll eat a Ziggs ult and actually die there. No cleanse on him. No cleanse or flash. PSG not looking too enthusiastic about contesting this Rift Herald, and yeah, they won't. Maybe they'll make a play onto mid lane, but Jiang is there to protect his Ziggs as well. And PSG just find themselves kind of showing up to this Rift Herald, not being able to contest it. Gives Aja a little bit of time. Bot lane is the Skarner, who's had a very quiet game after that first game.
He picks himself up the unending despair.
Yeah, usually it's a Sunfire Cape.
Yeah.
Is a bit of a Undying Despair merchant. Actually.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's built it a few times so far.
And Leandris for both these junglers. Massive, massive power spike for the both of them. Jimian, ooh, nice Valkyrie.
Yeah, Maple feels a lot better with this blade now, though. Actually has some lifesteal. Can actually pressure a kill on this Corki, so It's forcing Jimmy to play much more respectfully and use a lot of mana. So for now, the side lane should favor Yone, I think. But once this Miramon is finished, Jimmy is a monster this game.
Well, Woody has cleared that minion wave.
It's one spell, right? Yeah. You kind of had to make progress as the Ziggs. If you wanted to take an early tower, you had to make progress before this Hollow Radiance item came through. Which is something I didn't actually think about. These Senna lane tanks love to build Hollow Radiance, but don't always get to, because they're usually against physical damage.
Yeah.
But this is a great Hollow Radiance game.
Definitely getting additional bonus from the fact you can build the magic resist against 2 high magic damage champs. Maple.
Looks like I did not have an accurate read on this matchup at all. Jimmy has destroyed Maple, and Maple committed his ult. The fight was probably closer than it looked, just because there is always Karthus ult. Which Maple is factoring into his all-in. This is a very dead mid-tower.
Yeah, Woody definitely cannot stand up there.
Oh, Wako messed up his W.
It's alright.
That should be fine. Should have it up for the second tower if they want to go for it. Betty gets a chunk.
No, wave's gone.
Yeah. Jinjia level 11 on Karthus now. Clock is ticking, but they get a mid-tier 1. Maple trades it for top tier 1.
Yeah, so not the worst thing in the world. Towers do remain even. Obviously, the mid-tower, a lot higher value. Not in gold, but map pressure.
Yeah, but never expect something for free against PSG. Never really happens. And it was a, looked like a sidestep on the Yone ulti by Jimmy. Ruined Maple in that 1v1. Jimmy very close to his Miramon, now going to freeze this wave for a second and then one-shot it.
Yeah, now, Dragon Live, Gemini starting it up, and so many members committed to that top side for PSG. It's just going to go over. So 2-1 now is the Dragon's score in favor of Frank. Gold as well. Hasn't ballooned any further, has just remained at this 1.5k threshold. So
yeah, so I'm starting to think we're going to have problems killing this Cassante on PSG. Maple, the only super consistent DPS threat.
No, it's a Leandri's Karthus. You'll be fine.
That's true, but I mean, you don't have to stand in the Karthus E if you're Jiang this game. Probably not going to be your target.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to struggle to kill tanks. Obviously, I think Frank... Well, do Frank... I mean, it's so much easier to itemize against Frank. Corki is, like, doesn't get that much free time to just be standing there and hitting someone. There's going to have to be dodging out of Ornn ults and Yone's flying at him and dealing with the fact he's losing half his HP to
Yeah, you probably want magic resist as PSG, but Corki loves not having to build an LDR.
Oh, cool, for sure.
Like, he loves, after his 2 core items in the Miramana Triforce, he really loves to go Rapid Fire IE. Seems like everyone's preferring the Rapid Fire third. Good game for it as well here. If you can hit the Senna or Karthus ever, you're taking half their HP off. And, Woody might be a genius. Did you see that picture in picture?
No, what happened?
He used the Ornn Q to block the Rift Herald charge.
Damn!
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
that's tiny little pillar.
That's something that we found out from, well, not found out, but we saw Maple first doing on the Azir. Jung going aggressive, but not realizing Betty's there. Will be fine. Does have to lose his flash.
Yeah, gonna try hold on to this tower now. Not a lot of wave clear, but...
Yeah, should be able to. It's so far away from going down, and with Wako ulting, it's going to be even easier to make sure it doesn't die. Aja, he's receiving similar treatment on the top side.
Yeah, a little bit better wave clear on Aja. So he's had an easier time clearing out this wave. He is down a level, though. All that time spent by Senna with him has set him a little behind in XP.
Yeah, Karthus here. So this is a 2v3, and I think you have to be scared.
Do they see?
It's going to take a very long time to take out the Skarner, although maybe it's not. Jimmy doing a sizable amount of damage. Junjia walks into Gemini and is just completely taken out. Requiem, will it come through? He's not going to commit it.
Gemini.
And what a stun. Gemini making sure they're able to find the double, and will do so. It's under back for just the tower, but Frank are running this game.
Yeah, Gemini gets his first KP of the game at 20 minutes, and he might have just broken the game there. They're going to hit Baron now. TP up for Jimmy. They should hit this.
Yeah,
it might just be gone. They can TP in on Cassante too.
Yeah, Cassante recalling. Should just teleport back and should be fine. Woody coming up, trying to find some wards. Betty as well.
Karthus ult is up. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Kaiwing's low, but does have that protection from his support item. Through comes this teleport. Betty and Woody with it all to do. Maple not even committing the teleport just yet. Through comes this Requiem.
Oh.
And the stun means that the Ornhorn's not going to be reactivated. Low health bars, though, but lower health bar for Woody as Jung makes quick work of that Orn. Betty now going to lose out on the Edge of Night. Knockup connects. Betty trying to run. Will be able to get out after Arja does help him out with that teleport. And so Frank, they are running away with this game right quick.
Yeah, game becomes so much easier for Frank to play now. And Jiang with a miracle play, I think, to interrupt that Ornn ulti. Otherwise, that could have been very dicey. And we're going to see the play. Just watch Gemini. He's just standing on top of a pink, so patient here. Junji is not even looking at him. Lands this Q, bounces the ulti off the Skarner too. 100 to 0 is the Karthus. You see why he's picked the brand now. Took a while for us to get there, but
what a stun.
Yeah, has justified his pick now. Very decisive to go for that flash too. Wins his team the Baron. So
Maple,
Frank, 2 dragons and a Baron.
Careful. Okay, Kaiwing not going to press the R button.
Yeah, patience should be the name of the game now for Frank. They can just pick up so much gold because they have this Baron buff.
Blue team's turret has been
If they just play all 3 lanes and play for this dragon, they'll be in a very good spot. Jimmy and Giga spiking now. Same with Jiang. Wako not so much spiking, but still very strong.
Maple struggling to find any way to get his Qs onto these minions. Stack up that Q3. Marco.
Blue team's turret
Oh.
has been destroyed.
Oh!
I have not seen him successfully satchel a single tower yet.
There was one more creep auto was necessary.
Yeah, I feel like Jimmy could have maybe just walked up and autoed that one. Shouldn't have been too dangerous for him, but they did get the tower. Yeah, they got the tower anyway. And patience
Baron.
is the name of the game. I hate that.
Oh, Maple, nice chunk there onto Jimmy, and it's going to make this siege a whole lot less safe.
Yeah, should just give up on the siege now for Frank and go pick up this dragon. Picked up 2 tier 2s with our Baron. For a 4,000 gold swing, where is Maple going? He's TP'd off lane.
All right, we're going to give over our inhib.
Interesting.
I mean, a lot of wave clear. Although this could have been the end of the game. Flash forward for Kaiwing, realizes what's happened, but he's now underneath 2 Nexus towers. What did I just witness? Kaiwing pulls the trigger, but the gun was aimed at himself. Damn, he went flying.
Frank are in such a horrible spot now. They have no TPs, and Maple's just pushing for an inhib top.
Recall comes through, though. Baron empowered recall means that it is Jimmy and going to be able to get back and answer this push.
Yeah, but that means they're just giving up the dragon now.
Yeah, wow, PSG.
Yeah, insane macro. That TP looked so grief from Maple, but it might just get them the dragon. Though
I think it helps that Kaiwing just
sent it.
Just completely.
As he does.
They're actually going to give over this dragon. Maple just finding more time to farm. I mean, now it's really Maple has to do something. He's just been given so much gold.
That can't be Blackfire Torch on Karthus, right?
It's Malignance.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense. It's going to be third dragon. Oh, yeah, because Blackfire Torch builds out of the little pouch thing.
Yeah. So, dragon number 3, 1 away now for Frank. And, you know, if there was ever a soul that's nice against Karthus, it's probably
certainly
the Mountain.
Yeah. Ocean Soul, also very good.
Yeah, but you feel more immediate impact from the
definitely.
The Mountain.
Yeah, because Karthus usually just wants to ult at the start of any fight or objective.
Yeah.
As you said, Maple is looking pretty big now. He's still not as fed as Jimmy is.
Yeah, working towards a Jack show.
Yeah.
So we'll get a little bit tankier, but Jimmy is just so far ahead. 3 items. Almost 3 for Jiang as well.
I wonder if Maple should just commit damage rather than get tanky, because he's still just getting 1 shot every time he goes in this game.
Yeah, I would have thought so, but I would say going for the safer option. It doesn't really feel like there's a safe option to be a Yone right now.
Yeah.
At least it's not an Iceborne Gauntlet Yasuo.
Oh, they think that they're alone.
Yeah, they're committing it. We'll land a knock up only onto Kaiwing, and, well, really nice damage from Ginger on those lay wastes. It's something. Not much, but it's something.
Just Ornn ulti now. Spam pings all over the map. There's a TP.
Teleport,
There's a TP.
Arja's teleporting behind them. Arja's found his way now onto Gemini. How are they going to stop the Skarner from getting onto the carries? They have to find a way. Xenoblade might just do it. The flash forward, no ult yet from Arja. He ults Gemini with the sidestep, and now Arja's in no man's land. Undying Despair does give him a bit of health back, but not enough to survive. As down will go Arja, the flash, the teleport, everything used, but fantastically played around by the side of Frank Esports as they now head towards this top lane inner tower. No Baron available. Maybe the wave clear should be enough here for PSG.
Yeah, Jimmy and willing to just Valkyrie in to get an auto onto Betty, chunks him out.
Jiang looking for a knockout. Flash forward, binds it onto Junjia, and Junjia will be taken out, but how much damage can they get through with this Requiem? You have to use it. Through it comes. Wako's low. Maple's going to get that solo kill, and very low health bars now for Frank as Woody marches forward. Maple, Woody, and Betty with it all to do. They do find the defense, and you're seeing how hard this Karthus can hit now.
Yeah, already very strong on the Karthus. Malignance was picked up before he did that ulti. So reduce cooldown on it now.
Yeah, maybe upset that he didn't get any impact on that kill towards Wako, but Maple did manage to pick up that solo kill.
Yeah, so watch Woody interrupt this go from Kaiwing here. Jung finds an insane go, but look at Woody.
Oh!
Interrupts Leona mid-E. It should be criminal to be that good. Insane ulti from Betty as well. But it's actually Maple who salvages the play for his team here, finding Wako in no man's land, isolated from his team. And that was pretty much just the Karthus ulti. Held E as well.
Yeah.
Betty tried to quickly kill this crab. He doesn't have time.
Insane. Blade of the Ruined King upgraded now for Maple.
Yeah. Very strong on this Yone, but... Oh, it's going to be BT fourth for Jimmy, and I guess he just has to pick it up. IE would feel so good, but what can you do against Karthus if you don't go to the BT? Sometimes it just feels like you cannot play. I do have a problem with this build just because you can't fit LDR and IE now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Especially like solo AD, and while yes, you shouldn't really need armor, we already do see armor coming through on 3 members of PSG. Arja obviously Undying Despair and
yeah, it feels like PSG just can't go. Frank are on the Baron, and PSG know they're on it.
Yeah, Gemini and Jimmy in doing this Baron fairly quick, considering it's just 2 of them, but they are getting very low. Requiem's available. This might be a bit too much. As Ornhorn comes through, they should be able to connect on it. They connect onto Jimmy in! They managed to find him. It is the Baron picked up there for Gemini as Jiang is 1v4ing. Through comes his Karthus ult. It's enough for 1. Maple, what's he got in the tank? And it's nothing, so 4 members survive. They did take down Junjia, however, as well as pick up that Baron. Now 50 seconds until this dragon spawns. Requiem will not be available for that fight.
Yeah, Wako will be here to clear the mid wave as well. And everyone will be up on the side of Frank, as we're going to see what happened in the replay. Everyone's just using everything on Kaiwing here. He is so tanky, though. Oh, that Orin ulti. Woody is just quietly playing out of his mind to this game. Also, shout out Jiang, just
1v4.
1v5, runs into them and kills the Karthus. This is a very good Cassante game.
Yeah, now Bloodthirster is going to be finished by Jimmy.
Yeah.
Very strong here on the Corki. 3 items for Maple. An entire item down despite doing pretty well for himself, all things considered.
Yeah, farming well, picking up shutdowns, but yeah, no, he's not keeping up with Jimmy, and not at all. 330 CS at 29 minutes.
And now PSG, this is the Dragon Soul, but they might just choose not to fight. It's too hard to get through this jungle. It is just going to be Dragon Soul. Now, this is going to be the next 5 minutes really strong for Frank.
And now look at the shield on Jimmy, and even just from BT and Mountain.
Yeah.
That's going to block most of the Karthus ulti.
Now, all they have to do... Oh, hold up. Jimmy... Okay. Coming... Did force Junjia's flash down as he farmed bot lane. Now all Frank has to do is try and end before 6 minutes time, where there will just be a flip over an Elder, in which case, if somehow the Karthus team gets it, you probably just lose.
Yeah, you also just don't want to be flipping at 35 minutes against a Karthus.
Yeah.
That is a very loaded dice.
Yeah, these tanks... I mean, becoming very tanky.
Yeah, these Senna items are depressing. It kind of feels like you're down a man at this point.
Oh yeah, Betty is not participating in this League of Legends game. Very careful here. As I guess Edge and Knight available.
Kaiwing going to fish for E. No, doesn't go for it. Was actually just going for a ward.
You taken out, however.
Maple's doing a good job of keeping these mid waves, and maybe they need to swap someone other than Ziggs onto this.
Hold up, knock up onto Kaiwing. Not going to be that impactful. No real damage there as Maple, as you said, clearing out the mid waves. Baron up another 20 seconds. This might mean an inhibitor's taken. Shouldn't mean too much more unless somehow Frank find a good fight. There is no flash on Junjia, so a Solar Flare might just be enough to do it. Betty trying to do something, but just no damage at all.
Yeah, it's only Maple and Junjia.
On the flank, through comes this Ornhorn. What does he connect on? It is going to be onto Wako. Maple's trying to find something, but he only finds Young because of a fantastically placed Pathmaker. That means this fight is absolutely not going to happen, and they're going to have to commit this top inhib to going down. Baron now gone, so maybe the wave clear should be enough to not lose too much more, but man, Young perfectly misplacing Maple.
So much matchup knowledge just in this game in general. Everyone is just playing mechanically perfectly and just showing us interactions that we don't get to see all that often.
Oh, Senna items just suck.
Yeah, she's helping. She's anti-healing.
Yeah, it's also the armor pen, so helps her damage a little bit, but...
Yeah, there's a Bloodthirster on the enemy team. That'll help.
Yeah.
Getting some anti-heal onto that guy.
Yeah,
Leandri's upgraded now. There is scaling happening for PSG. They have Orange Senna, Karthus, insane scaling champions, but Frank just might have too much money, too many objectives.
Yeah, Leandri's upgraded as well, so you are just consistently getting gold, or the equivalence of gold, through Ornn.
Yeah, just having an Ornn on your team. Problem is, you make one mistake as PSG, and Wako is alive, the game is instantly over.
Yeah, but Maple up here is going to give him and his team a red buff, and I mean, there is just a lot of wave clear right now. Bot tower is gone, so maybe an angle here for a fight. Let's have a look. Kaiwing's looking.
Oh,
he finds it, but it's onto Arja, who does drag him away. Jiang getting aggressive. Ornhorn as well. Misses, though, as Jimian wisely steps back to safety. Everyone here now. Maple teleporting back into that mid wave as Brand ult is just going to kill. Betty is going to survive. Junja, though, might just go down. We need a Q out of our Senna, but we're not going to have it.
Flash R from Jimmy and gets him.
Yeah, nice damage on the Requiem, but not really onto these tanks. It's a 4v5. Health bar's back to full. There is a few missing ults. Well, mainly only that Pyroclasm is Woody's going to have to flash away. Minion Wave getting taken out. Maple going aggressive. Maple getting all out. Maple is going to survive, but he's not. The flash! And he's going to get the heal from the fountain, but this is going to be certainly 3 inhibs down, 2 minutes away from this Elder Dragon being alive, and PSG, they are completely against the wall.
Yeah, 3rd inhib goes down, and this game is certainly not making it to Elder. Baron up in 30 seconds. If Frank can pick that up, the game is just over. Very nicely played team fight by Frank. Again, Jiang just catches Maple, trying to go in, almost kills him. Justifying the tank Yone build a little bit, surviving on 1 HP. You saw in that fight, I honestly thought Frank were just going to end, because once Junjia goes down, there is no damage left.
Yeah.
I mean, Yone can kill these tanks, but he's not going to have uptime when there's a Brand, Corkies, Ziggs. He's also got to deal with.
Yeah, we're able to clear out the minion wave, I think, is the important factor of not having the game end right there and then. Now, double minion waves of super minions coming in. Once again, it is just Gemini and Jimian two-manning this Baron, and there's not really anything you can do about it. Gemini, I mean, if Junjia knew his health, it might press R. It probably doesn't quite kill. And now,
no, not quite.
Definitely won't with that shield coming.
Does have a little bit of magic resist on this Brand, I think.
So we have 1 fight left.
Yeah.
There is 1 fight.
Yeah, and it'll mostly be against minions.
Frank could choose to prolong 40 seconds. There's no real way for PSG to come out of their base right now. In does come the Ornhorn. What do we connect on? We connect, but it's not really onto who we want. Wako does get knocked up, but he's so safe. Junjia is found. Kaiwing's trying to take out this Karthus. Junjia is on such low HP. And forget the HP. It barely matters when the entire base is just going to die to these minions. Jiang on the back line, Betty nothing to do. And Jiang claiming more names. Claiming what could be a quadra kill, not quite. Arjib could find Geminis. and awfully tanky, man. It's not going to matter. Baron into the end. Frank, what a display.
Yeah, that was an amazing game by Frank. Especially Gemini. Shout out Gemini. He had an incredibly slow early game, but picked up his team some objectives and made a couple ganks that didn't work out. And then that play top lane completely broke the game and got them a dragon, and that was Gemini.
You know what? You know what I think broke the game?
Yeah.
Is picking Senna. Not because Senna's bad, but because Senna means Kaiwing doesn't have to lane.
Yeah.
And then he just walks around the map, and he is insane at engaged supports. And engaged supports love to be let free of their lane. Half the time they can't be